He is a local South Jersey native from Stratford, Plated, Iowa. That's Mike Daniels, kind enough to join us for a couple minutes, and he's got his camp. He's hosting a youth camp, which is right around the corner in Glassboro. There's some good details on that, but we'll get into that momentarily. But, Mike, good to touch base with you, pal. How you been?
Good. And my camp is actually in Blackwood.
Oh, it's in Blackwood. Okay, what is it at the park or over at the high school? Where exactly are you?
I'm having at Highland Regional High School.
Oh, Highland. Oh, okay. All right. So that's where you played high school ball. Yeah, let me ask you something.
Yeah, gotta bring it back home, man.
Yeah, you have to, right? Absolutely. You know, I didn't realize how many sports you played in high school, and it's funny, I was thinking about this. When you look at Highland was kind of revered for their wrestling program, especially back in the day, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, Coach Ross is the winningest coach in New Jersey, man. They were very well known for their wrestling, and I'm part of that legacy. You know, he wasn't coaching when I was there, but it still had a very rich wrestling history.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, your story, your background is interesting yourself because you had only a couple college scholarship offers coming out of high school, Iowa and Temple, and you were running back.
None.
Yeah,
I had none.
You had none.
I didn't have any.
How many yards did you run for? You played a couple different positions, but you got bigger, right, throughout high school and college, correct?
Yeah, you know, I played running back in high school. Defensive line in high school, obviously that's what I play now. And I don't know.
You had over 2,000. I thought you had over 2,000 yards in high school.
About 2,000. Yeah, 2,000.
Well, come on, you know exactly how many rushing yards you had in high school.
About 2,000. You know, quite a few touchdowns, man. So it was good. It was a good football player. It was good running back, a bigger back, powerful back, more power back. But it was clear that my future was on defense because I like to hit.
Yeah,
I didn't avoid the contact. I ran through guys, right?
Yeah, no.
So, that's what I got my scholarship at. You know, Iowa liked me as a fullback.
Okay.
And but they really liked me as a defensive tackle.
Okay. Yeah, and
me as a fullback, love me as a defensive tackle.
You've excelled in that. Yeah, you've excelled in that position the last couple of years for the Packers. You know, you guys had a crazy season because you know you got the quarterback. And Aaron Rodgers is a lock to waltz into the Hall of Fame. And it's amazing. Every time Packers fans start to get up in arms, he kind of tells everyone, settle down, relax, you make some of those runs. I just got to ask you, what's it like to just, when you watch him in practice and you watch him in games, the poise that he has as a quarterback? We were talking about this yesterday. His numbers, he's approaching 300 touchdown passes with less than 100 interceptions, which is unheard of. He never turns over the football. And I'm just wondering, from a defensive standpoint, when you watch him, and, you know, it's hard sometimes when the offense is on the field, but I'm just wondering if you ever kind of glance up and look and say to yourself, man, this guy's one of the best.
Oh, man, he really is. I think he's one of the greatest to ever do it. You know, and like I said before, we just have to get him some more rings. You know, and it really starts on the defense side of the ball. We have to get him some more rings so he can solidify himself as the greatest to ever do it.
Is there, when you look at, you know, the last several years, and you go back last year even to the playoff game. I mean, obviously the playoff game against the Giants, wildcard game, it turned on the Hail Mary, and then you guys go in and the defense shuts down the Giants' ground game and shuts down that offense. And then you look at the game against the Dallas Cowboys, which, again, you're talking about a game where you pull the rabbit out of the hat, right? The quarterback makes some plays. The defense got to eventually make some plays. But then suddenly you turn around and you look at that Atlanta game. You know, is that a game where the defense, you had that sour taste in your mouth, that type of game, and you turn around and you see Matt Ryan kind of lighten it up. You see the Falcons running all over the place, wide receivers getting free. How much did the defense take that loss to heart?
I mean, it was a bad game both ways. We didn't score a lot. We didn't stop them from scoring. You know, that was just a solid team loss. You know, and some of these losses are solid team losses, but obviously, you know, we won't get the blame, you know, which is good because we have to get better. We do. And we have gotten better. We were plagued with injuries last year in critical positions.
Right.
You know, we're playing with, like what? At one point, our starting four corners,
they were all down.
Hurt.
Yep.
And it's a passing lead.
Yes.
You tell me how that's going to turn out.
It's not going to be good.
And the guys who had, they stepped in, they played hard, they gave us everything that they have, you know. So they got experience, which
right?
Is good because next man in is a crucial thing.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Very important.
Yep, next man up. And again, don't forget, tomorrow you can catch Mike and a couple other players at his first annual football camp, Highland Regional High School, Blackwood. It's 8 to 12 p.m. tomorrow, $15 for camp and T-shirts ages 8 to 17. You got a bunch of NFL players that are going to be out there as well, so it's always good to learn from the pros, and it's good that you're giving back to community. Let me ask you something. When you mentioned the way the NFL is right now and how, and we talked about it a lot yesterday on the show, it is, you look at the offenses, they're wide open. We know the NFL wants to protect the quarterback. I'm not trying to put you on a spot here, but as a defensive player, does it get frustrating sometimes where it's tough when you want to run through the player, you want to have that extra hit, or you have to ease up, you have to lighten up a little bit? Because you're talking 20 years ago, listen, they're not throwing the flags. I mean, you can't
play football anymore.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, I've gotten fined for hits that the fine got, taken back, and I didn't have to pay it, but I got fined for clean hits. Oh, well, it looked like your helmet touched his helmet. I'm 6 foot tall. Of course, the top of my helmet might touch the guy's face mask because he's taller than me. And then if I go too low, you hit him at the knees. So what are you supposed to do, shove him? You know what I mean? Like, it really is. It makes it hard. It makes it hard to play defense. It does. You see some bone-crushing hits, no flag.
Mm-hmm. You
see some love taps, guy gets fined $15,000. You know what I mean? So there is some inconsistencies there, and it's unfortunate.
The one thing that we always see when you watch a game, or I would come on the air on Monday and you start talking about some of these plays, and after third down, typically when you're watching the game on TV, everyone's looking for a flag on a third down play, especially if it's a third down pass play. The broadcasters, announcers say no flag. I mean, that's, to me, it takes. I think we're losing a little bit of the game.
Look, and you've seen it too. I'm sure you have. I'm pointing out. I've seen plays where a defensive back has rightfully guarded a receiver, minimum contact at the least, definitely not contact warning the flag. Ball goes flying over his head. He's got the palms up.
Yeah.
What's up, ref? There's not a flag. I'm like, come on, man. Everything isn't pass interference. You see DBs do the same thing. Everything isn't offense, defense, pass interference. It's not.
Who is before? Yeah. Well, listen. I mean, you're right, but they want to protect the game, and I get it. The quarterback's the face of the franchise, and he's the face of the NFL. I agree 100%. It gets frustrating talking about it all the time because my problem with the NFL, and again, I don't want to put you on the spot because I don't want to get, certainly you got camp tomorrow. You don't want to get fined in the offseason. But, it's one of these situations where it's like you're watching these games and you want to have competitive balance. And it's hard to have competitive balance when you're watching a game every play waiting for a flag to be thrown or not be thrown. It's almost like they pick and choose and decide when to throw that flag. And you just want the consistency.
It's tough. It really is tough. And it's unfortunate because players, your throwback, old school, tougher players are under the radar more than the average guy.
Right.
You see some of these guys and some of these tougher, hard-nosed throwback guys, a guy like a Sue.
Right.
A James Harrison.
They play hard.
If they make a good, clean hit, there's a possibility that hit might come under some scrutiny where they say, hey, that looked like that was intensely dirty. It's like, no, it wasn't. It was just a good hit.
Yeah.
But because his reputation is a hard, tough, physical player, they're going to be on the lookout for him more. Which rightfully so, because, you've got some cheap shot artists out there, and they should be flagged, accordingly. But unfortunately, like I said, you get these tough, hard-nosed guys with these reputations of being these tough, bad dudes, and get flagged for the slightest things.
Yeah.
Because of their demeanor, their personality. It's like almost as if they're looking for them.
Yep.
And rightfully. And, once again, sometimes some guys you have to be on alert for because, you have, just like in anything, you have some guys that do some dirty business.
Right.
And that's just the way of life. You got some that do dirty business.
Yeah.
But don't penalize the guy that's just a
hard-nosed player.
Yep.
Hey, listen, I know we're up against it. I can talk another hour if you. We'll get you on before you guys break for camp and during the season. Listen, got about 30 seconds before I let you get out of here. And again, any information if people want to call up for the camp, anything for website as far as that. I know that the camp runs tomorrow, 8 to noon. It's $15 for the 4-hour camp. You get the T-shirt. You can register at Everett, EVERETTSM.com. Correct?
Yeah, but unfortunately the registration has been closed.
Okay.
So yeah, so
you have a good turnout tomorrow?
Yeah, we got a good turnout, man. I'm really excited. We got a lot of help from some good players. I got Jari Evans coming out. Got a Hall of Fame guard. Guys gonna be in the Hall of Fame there. Let's be honest. Sanu,
you got
played really well in the playoffs for the Falcons. He's coming out. Tyre Whitehead, really good inside linebacker for the Lions, criminally underrated if you ask me, and my buddy Desmond Moses, a very strong pass rusher for the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, well, listen, I'll try to get up there tomorrow. I appreciate a couple moments. Good to catch up. And listen, we'll get you on, like I said, before you guys or right after when you break for camp and certainly during the season. I appreciate a couple moments, Mike.
All right, thanks for having me.
You got it. Good luck with the camp, pal. All right, thank you very much. A couple minutes with Mike Daniels.